I grew up in Connecticut. I started playing poker in high school and college, but mostly just wild card games, that kind of crazy stuff. Nothing too serious until after I graduated from college. I started to work at some engineering companies, and Foxwoods opened up nearby in Connecticut, and that's when I started playing poker. That's when I got introduced to casino poker. Well, I got fired from my first job after college because I had a disagreement with the boss, and jokingly I told my parents, like, if I don't find the job, I will just become a professional poker player. I think I was just joking then. I'm not really sure, but eventually that's what happened, although it didn't happen right away. I got another job. I continued playing poker. I won a tournament at Foxwoods. The first time I ever played No Limit Hold'em. It was a $100 buy-in tournament that started at midnight, ended at about 6 in the morning, 5 or 6 in the morning. I won like $4,800, which at the time was a lot of money for me. So much that I didn't want to like carry it home. I had to go and get a check from the cage for most of it. And of course, nowadays, I mean, that's not even a buy-in for a lot of the tournaments that we play. And so after winning that tournament, and I joined a local home game, and I started, at first, the first couple of weeks, I was the biggest fish ever, and then I decided I really wanted to learn how to beat the game, and I went on the internet, found rec.gambling.poker, and learned, talked to people on there. I read a bunch of books. I sat at home, and I would write programs, computer programs to help me analyze poker, and to study and learn the game, and understand pot odds, understand the pre-flop equity of hands in Texas Hold'em, and those kind of things. And from that, I just started getting better and better at poker. I was able to beat the home game, and I was going to Foxwoods, every couple of times a month and beating the games there. What really gave me the confidence to strike out and become a professional poker player or a professional gambler was my association with the MIT blackjack team. And I had met a couple of the people from the MIT blackjack team playing poker at a home game, and then I joined the team, and I was making a lot of money, just a couple of weekends a month playing blackjack, flying out to Las Vegas and other places with the MIT blackjack team. And then it came a point in time in my job where my project was just being canceled. I decided this was a great time to do what I'd always been thinking about doing, quitting my job, becoming a full-time professional gambler, both blackjack and poker. So I was a part of the MIT blackjack team full-time for about 2 years. Then I decided I was looking for something else to do. I went to law school, and during law school I paid my way through by playing blackjack and a little bit of poker. Unfortunately, because I was in Boston studying law, I didn't have a lot of time to go out and play poker, even in home games, and certainly not a lot of tournament time. But I skipped the last week of classes, my first and second year of law school, to play in the World Series of Poker, the final event. I wanted to do it the third year, but I would have had to skip my exams and wouldn't have graduated. I decided, even though I wasn't sure I wanted to be a lawyer, that graduating made a little bit of sense.
To learn, chat, and play with the pros, go where they live. FullTiltPoker.com. Now available on Mac.
Some people say you shouldn't wear sunglasses. It can make you miss what your opponents are up to.
I'm all in. Your play, John.
To learn, chat, and play with the pros, go where they live. FullTiltPoker.com.